Alright. I hate to do this. I just started streaming. Now I have to go to the BRB screen because I need to do something quick. Welcome in everyone to the quote-unquote start of the stream. Yeah. So I'll be right back, everyone. Yeah. Let me jump into the what's this? BRB screen. Be right back. Welcome in everyone, where we stare at rods and not do a lot of wandering. Good luck to me. Good luck to me. Someone clip that. Someone clip that.
Okay.
You're floating
All
on
right.
my screen, by the way.
That's fine. Whatever. We gave up on that whole thing a long time ago. I'm numb to all their bullshit right now.
Sure, why not? I'll give you the tits. I'm not gonna say everything else. I wish it autosaved somewhere. But that kind of worked though. It worked. Oh. What was I supposed to do? The infamous meme.
You probably shouldn't laugh anymore.
Still got. Where's my rat one? Oh no, I don't have it with me. Wait. Where's my rat? I don't have my rat. Where's my rat? Where's my freaking rat? Rat avatar. Gas chaos. Oh, it got removed. There we go. Big tree. Where's the... Why is my avatar not working? Here we are again with the freaking rat thing. My shortcuts are not working. Let me reload that. Why? Where's my rat? Exactly. Where's my rat? This is my rat. Ow. What? Wait, what? What's damaging me? What the hell? Am I... What? Invisible trap? What the hell is this? Okay. You got a rocket launcher. I guess I'll probably end it there then. I will try to like give the Quicksilver to the giant baby. This is a new rave. Instead of the crab rave, we got a cactoid rave. Gotta capture this somehow and like make it into a backgroundless video. Oh my god. Jump scare is jump scare. Leroy Jenkins. Oh wait. Oh god. Mommy, it's my turn.
Third.
Turd.
Third. Third.
Turd. It's the same. It sounds the same. It still sounds like turd. 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 Instead of like a turd. Turd. It's still a turd. It's still a big pile of turd. Sure. It doesn't seem, because this is the, yeah, I could show you. This is what we're, it's what we are working towards. Yeah, there we go. English. Why do you fail me? Yeah, so like, oh wait, I'm sorry, were we friends? Okay, now we gotta look for the other Yeti. Oh, come on. I'm walking here. Okay. You see a trail of now this skateboard guy is just annoying. Going to the shadow realm. Fricking devs, fix your damn game. Clipping that? Yeah, sure, go ahead. Oh god. This is a secret zone. How about let's figure out how to get help first before we try to... I'm stuck, dude. Oh my god, this game. Whoa, whoa, what? 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 Anyone see that? What the hell was that? Oh, got it. Got it. Oh no, and then we're gonna die here. Wow. Wow. Why do they call it oven when you off in the cold food, off out hot eat the food? What? It's a good thing you didn't come in with that command. That would probably have freaked me out. You're into some weird shit, Cohen. Cohen, the master of bait. You know what, Cohen? You know what word I don't usually say on stream? Fuck you, man. Now you broke the time. Do I need to sort it? Oh right. Okay. Okay, this one sure. Sure. There you go, Azure. For you. No. No. This is me wallowing in shame. This is my head down. Look at my shadow. That's the shadow of sadness and disappointment and self-pity and all the negative things. Look at that wobbling head, like I'm a failure. I'm a failure. Welcome in everyone, where we stare at rods and not do a lot of wandering. Good luck to me. Good luck to me. Someone clip that. Someone clip that.
Okay.
You're floating on
Alright.
my screen, by the way.
That's fine. Whatever. We gave up on that whole thing a long time ago. I'm numb to all their bullshit right now.
Sure, why not? I'll give you the tits. I'm not... Well, you are here too much, of course. I'm kidding. Who's getting milk? I'm getting milk? No, I didn't get milk. I needed to respond to some messages and pay for some stuff. Anyway. Yeah, okay. Let's actually start now. Let's fix something real quick. Alright, I'm sorry for the long wait. Anyway. Yeah, you have impeccable timing, Gars, to be part of a lot of the clips for sure. Or, you know, maybe you come in whenever there is a clip. So probably coincidence. Anyway. Alright, we'll jump into this one. What is the recap? What's been happening? That's a good question. It's hard to keep track of all the stories now. Well, we'll actually get the recap once we start this up, so I'm just gonna rely on that one. But we are back with lightning and hope. With events spiraling out of control, the Sanctum Army mobilizes all the forces under its command in an attempt to apprehend the Pulse of the Sea, thereby prevent Cocoon from descending to chaos, prioritizing its mission over its reputation. Psycho accordingly enlists aid of the local Guardian Corps under the general command of Colonel Roche and news of troops occupy positions in Palm in anticipation of the sea attack. Originally planned to take the... Oh no, it's too fast! What's a complete operation? Aura makes snow. Oh, okay. More or less, they're in Palm now, where Hope's home is. Ignorant for worries, Hope leads lightly to an underground complex that will allow them to sneak past the Guardian Corps through into the city. Yeah, okay.
Yes, we're fighting.
Alright. Forget to do a sneak attack. Nope. Wait, I forgot how to play this game.
Out of my way! Nothing personal. Just another battle.
Right. Yeah, the camera's kind of annoying. Preemptive. Nice. Oh no, 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 no.
Nothing personal.
Oh well.
Just another battle.
I see this as an absolute win.
Yeah, it was. Even though I made a mistake. Wait, something here. Cold water. Wait, what are my paradigms again? Wait, where's my... Oh, got a lot of crystal points. Let's level up. What's this again? Bolster, Blitz, or Winga? Deal heavy damage with attack to launch target. Launch target. Wow. Quick. I thought I already had quick. Guess not. Now I do. Support, right? More water. Waste targets water resistance. Next up, get that next in. Unless medic. Oh, Cura. It's probably better. Accessory for you. This person. Plus HP.
Report!
Hey.
Soldiers have appeared from the mist.
Perfect timing. Perfect timing by Grim. You're playing some more of FF15? Just started. Or, yeah, just started the... Oh, you were playing some Zelda this time. Are you done with 15? It's been a while since I've seen you play a game that's not a Final Fantasy title. Hey, Kara, yeah. It's been a while? Yeah, we do this every week. It's good to see you back here. Like I mentioned last week. Were you here last week or I think 2 weeks ago? We do Final Fantasy 13 Final Fantasy in general every week. Every Friday. Just finished the Fallout stream. So we're continuing with this one. Chapter 7 already. I'm not sure. Is this chapter 7? No, it's just. Actually, I'm not sure. I forgot. We'll see later. I don't think it's chapter 7 already, right? I have to catch up. Beat 15, my schedule is officially changed to be much less Final Fantasy. Nice. I'm sure you're kind of, well, not necessarily burnt out, but like, you know, you'd like to jump into more games for sure. It is chapter 7 already? Okay. Gotta slow it down, so I'm still doing it steadily while I wait for the release 7/16. Yeah, that's why I keep it at Fridays, because I don't want to get burnt out in a long series like this, and you know, each Final Fantasy game is like super long as well, so pacing myself. Yeah, welcome in. Appreciate the raids. How was Zelda? How was their Zelda stream? Great. Have I graded? Not really. Last time I graded stuff is Lightning Sword in the earlier chapters. I just started with this segment, so I haven't really been able to do much yet. Like literally just started. I know the stream is like 13 minutes right now, but kind of started late. Started 20 minutes, maybe like 10 minutes in. Probably less content wise. Accidentally randomize it too much, so it's really a pain. Oh, are you doing a randomized run right now? So it, wait, did you mention that? Are you doing a randomizer for Zelda?
Can do this.
Why not upgrade something like lights or something? I just haven't been able to just yet. And weren't you the one who told me to wait until I got to chapter 7? Or after chapter 7? You are doing a randomizer? Yeah? Well, there you go. You told me to wait until chapter 7. And like I said, I just literally started the stage. The chapter, or this area. So I haven't had the opportunity to do so. I don't have much weapons, so not much to sell. Now's the time to do it. I don't think I've gotten much weapons, except for the weapons that I don't use, I guess. How's the randomizer then? What are the things that are getting randomized? Because like that's usually like tweaked, depending on what you want, right? What is that? Some red wait, what is that? Ah, okay. Let's skip that. I want to face it though. Where is it? There you go. Is that preamp? There's no exclamation point, is it? Oh.
Time to switch it up.
Here. Come on, Light.
Especially Procyon. Sell that. I have got the best weapons upgrade. Be trying to create just the rest upgrade whatever you want. No, it's fine. I don't need any. We're just, you know, just getting through the game, going through the motions. Not like how long that takes. How well optimized if I miss stuff. I don't mind. Wait, I'm distracted by chat. No worries, Clo. How do I address you now? Because you have a different username, Cloaker Easies. In this game? Are you asking Grim? Yeah, Grim also played through the is playing through the Final Fantasy games. So he already finished the trilogy. Right, he just recently finished 15. 100, yeah, I think, yeah, Grim 100% 13 and 13 too. Oh, I don't want to face this, yeah. Come on. If you don't go down, I'm gonna leave, okay? I'm just gonna leave. The goal was to only randomize items to chest dungeons. I accidentally randomized that. Plus, it's gonna be a list. Entrances, all overall items. Okay, so it's a lot then. It's a lot. Let's see.
Talk about close calls.
It's gonna be a challenging run then, I assume. Remember this great achievement by 8 side quests, especially in the game, so we have Black Trophy on 13. Let's see. No, I was just sharing because you were asking if Grim had the guide for this, and it's because he recently just finished the game and the trilogy, so it's really fresh for him. Most especially Lightning Returns. Oh, there's a save point. I didn't.
Don't worry, it'll be fine. Only kids like me know about that entrance.
They'll find it. They'll call in a team and canvass the whole tunnel system.
Then we better hurry.
So, where's this thing come out anyway?
Well, I don't really know for sure.
We'll find out today.
You walk back. Upgrades, you say? Okay, we can upgrade some stuff. Oh wait, we can sell. It will sell. Sell. Procyons, is it? Is this one? Is it this one? It's worth 15k. Why does it cost so much? Get guide for this. Sorry. Beating Mystic quest tomorrow, then starting tactics next, and so almost got a full bar. Just 3 crystal particles, 15 multiplayer. Oh. Wait, 15 has a multiplayer? What? Had to get a guide for best one, said that the grind was less tedious. I see. Good result save for anyone. Yeah, I mean that. I mean, you don't need to tell me that, Kara. Like, look at that. Look at what save point I am in. I'm in save data 76. I do that in every game where it's possible. So, that isn't a problem for me. Yeah, cause like if a game allows me to save, especially on PC, I'm gonna take it because you could screw up so easily. And sometimes you want to like reload the save point because of something screwed up. I'm not gonna play through a game again just to get to a point that I needed to go back into. Reach 40 yet? Well, who's... That's some newbie numbers, Kara. No, I'm kidding. Partially kidding. You gotta blame Bethesda games for that. It's their screw-ups that caused me to be very particular with just creating save points whenever I can. And it doesn't really cost me any storage problems. Maybe way back when PlayStation 2 days, that would have been a problem. With 8 megabytes of memory. Sell everything they need and feel need. What was it? 100% I would just pick my favorite weapon bonus. That's need about 20k gills. 20k gills? Can I not upgrade anything? Instead, I don't really like upgrading stuff. It'll be that. It'll take longer. Procyon. Isn't this like the first weapon that Is this the first weapon that SAS has? Or no, it's this one, right? What does this do? Strength 14. And then this one is strength magic 24. Oh, okay. This is the game feature. It's the Vega, this one, right? Yeah. Yeah, I guess I could sell that. Magic 15. Power circle. And why do I need 20k? Vega for default. 15 as a multiplayer, takes place in blah blah story, but multiplayer story has nothing to do with the main story, so it doesn't really matter when you play it if you're aware of this one. Oh, okay. I probably won't do that multiplayer if it's not part of the story. I'm just gonna go through them. Hey Anna, it's a chocobo. It's a staple property in the Final Fantasy franchise. Anna, welcome in. 20k to upgrade a weapon. That's a lot. Yeah, chocobo. Oh, wait. Because we're playing some Final Fantasy. Edged carbine? This one's magic 20. 15. Yeah, I'm gonna sell this. Okay. Is this equipment, weapon, items? This one is. What's this for? So majestic, yeah. Just curious. Yeah, we when you already know about the avatar thing, so you know we do all the popular properties from games as much as we can. And it was either a chocobo or a moogle, but I don't know how I'm gonna integrate the moogle to my avatar, so might as well go for the chocobo. That's like, you know, consistent across all the games. No, I did get smaller. This is my default, right? But I'm trying to keep it within that like space there in the corner, so I'm forced to like have it like within the same size. To buy 3630 bones. That's how common this guy is. If you need a guide to finish use it, yeah, that's for sure. This upstage system. Upstage system? What? It's like magic. We just zoomed out. Yeah. And it's like magic transform. What's that? Those quick change thingies. What was it? Oh, here's your Geralt, Anna. I don't think you've seen the Witcher one. No, I think you have. I don't know. You probably did. The dual blade one. Yeah. And a slight like white hair at the back. You gotta add that in, right? We've been doing Assassin's Creed, Metro, and Witcher recently. That one, this one. Okay. Sorry. Kara, I buy sturdy bone. Okay, sturdy bone. 36. I have 11. I have 2, so I only need to buy 34, right? After that, buy 24 turbo jets. Turbo jets. Turbo jets. Turbo jet. How much do I have? I have 1, so. Oh, I can't. I guess I have to sell more. Need 24. Let's sell some stuff. Oh, I don't need more iron bangles. How much is it? 840? Fine. Guess we'll sell. I haven't really been using this one. I know it's important to have that, but don't want to sell those, yeah. I know, but I don't use them. I don't care for it. It's like magic. So clever. Got the yeah. I did see when you lurked in your stream that you finally got. So you had to work for that, right, Anna? So you played like a lot of Fortnite just to get that Geralt skin. That's a lot of. That's commitment right there, Anna. Made him do TikTok dances. Oh my god. You know, Grand Pulse, or else you'll hate yourself. Couldn't buy it. Yeah, you did. Someone mentioned you in chat, right? You can't buy it. Man, that's some commitment right there. Gotta give it to you. You need them Grand Pulse or hate yourself. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. I need 2 more, right? Oh, on all enemies. Okay, what's next then? Played Legend of Dragoon? No, I've not played the Legend of Dragoon. It's frustrating if I've never played Fortnite. Yeah, I mean, I know you did tell me you never played it, and you played it just for Geralt. That's some next level shit. I wouldn't do that for a skin. Kudos to you. Okay, what's next? At one of the developed weapons? This, well, it has to be default. Yeah, I want lightning. We can focus on lightning. Sturdy bone. Yeah, I'm proud of you as well, and it's commitment. Never use libroscopes. Do it just fine. Yeah, blaze fire. It's sturdy bone. Sturdy bone. This one. So I put all 36 into it. Sturdy bones. Okay. Upgrades will receive 200% expose. And then turbo jets 24. Oh, 24. Man, that's a lot of XP. Wow, 115. Wow. Jesus Christ. Is that good enough? Defaults are the cheapest. Yeah, I didn't want to sell the defaults as well. That's why I was looking at them. I don't sell defaults in any Final Fantasy game for that matter. It's a good thing that they added something special about that in this one. You're welcome. That's a lot of damage. Emotional damage. Okay. I didn't even equip it though. Plus 242. That's crazy.
This can't be real.
No, I get it, Kara. I'm like this with Final Fantasy X. Like I tell you like what you need in every bit of that game.
I think I remember learning about this in school. Food we ate every day came from here.
Okay. Defaults don't get added perks. They're good bow rounders. They're cheapest also. Yeah, I'm fine with no perks. Oh, bye Hope. Hi Hope, bye Hope.
Keep up with me, Hope.
Come on, Light.
That's cute.
Thanks.
Game recap. So there's. I hate you're having me do this, Grim, when you play the trilogy. Wait, hold on. After the fight. I won't forget this time. I forgot the last time you did it. Here's that in piece. Murder of Lawrence Francis, better to blitz until one dumps remaining. I see. Okay, game recap.
So this is what it looks like down here.
So you got a bunch of people who have their own lives going. All of them converge because of Lightning's sister. I feel that's already wrong. They came together because they all became a magic-fied beings because they wanted to save, or at least Lightning and Snow wanted to save his fiance and Lightning's sister. Thinking, wow, the others got tag along.
Follow my lead.
Here!
Good call.
Point is, now they're convicts, so they're being hunted down, and they're trying to like.
Thanks.
Actually, I'm quite confused. Actually, it's hard to describe it when they're not together.
Time to switch it up.
Or die? No.
Come on, Light!
I don't know if that's the satisfactory. Basically, I don't know why you're having me explain this. They're running away now, essentially, from being hunted down, and they're gonna go and try to.
Follow my lead.
Is it the Pulse or the Sanctum? No, Sanctum, right? Sanctum. They're trying to get the Sanctum Fallacy. I don't know. There's a bad guy. They're trying to do what they deem to be the bad guy. Whether they is an actual bad guy is still left, you know, to be determined. But all of them have a so-called purpose now, which is called the focus, because they've been turned into this magical beings, and they're trying to fulfill that focus. Otherwise, they'll become
Keep up with me, Hope.
mindless zombies. I think that's a good enough recap, right? That's their main goal right now, and they've determined that there is a goal that they want to achieve, which we have yet to encounter what it is.
Time to switch it up.
And they split up in doing so as well. Is that good enough, Grim? Does that redeem it?
Good call. Follow my lead.
No, that was slow. I should have gone for a preemptive strike.
It's the city's food production fallacy.
Food.
Name's Carbuncle.
Carb's uncle.
That's one of our enemies. Being Sanctum and all.
So,
Carb uncle.
kill him and cut off the food supply. That'll make us popular.
I think people have enough reason to hate us, don't you?
It's a carbohydrate uncle.
Yeah, you're probably right. Hungry people make for angry people.
They were not subtle with that name. And if you buff yourself with hope, they die
Why
really
don't we use
fast.
that as a landmark?
But I did buff myself with hope. Did you see?
Come on, Light.
Keep up with me, Hope. Time to switch it up.
Try to mention that. Use enemies are money. In case you want to farm money, they're the best for now. Like, just fight them and you get money. Well, there's no money so far. Well, their drops are money. Okay, I see. But try and farm this early game will take longer to beat it. Yeah, I'm not interested in like actually. This is not one of those games where I'm just invested. When I did 10 and 12, I did farm a lot in that. And that was the last. That's the last Final Fantasy. We're gonna be like 100%ing stuff and all. You're just gonna go through the story. Okay, the chips. Say the chips were. Yeah, okay, gotcha.
Wait up!
Oh, well, okay.
Look at us. Pulse Lassie, using a sanctum fallacy to tell where we're going. Sort of strange.
Not really. We've relied on them our whole lives. The food we eat, the light, and water. It's all from the Fal'Cie. You know, I think Cocoon was really built for them. The rest of us, we're just leeches. Parasites.
You think? They protect us, nurture us. They take care of, well, normal people. They treat us like we're special. Almost like we're pets.
Like pets.
Like pets. Hey, Leo, you're back.
We are just pets. That's it. Now it makes sense. I've been so blind. I was born into a Fal'Cie world, raised on a Fal'Cie leash. It was the only life I knew how to live. When it was taken from me, I was completely lost. Without a master to follow, my life had no purpose. Hope, listen to me. This Lassie curse, it took everything from me. My future, my dreams. I didn't want to think. So I fought instead. As long as I was fighting, nothing else was real. I was running away. And you, Hope. You got swept along with me.
But Lightning, I don't understand.
Operation Nora is over.
What?
I...
No! You told me to fight!
I made a mistake!
But... you can't do this. You can't just build something up like that, then abandon me.
I won't abandon you. I won't.
Game you can get by without grinding, so it's not
You
fun
can't just
along the
throw
way.
in the towel.
Player your teammate. Carbuncle normally looks like a ferret, not that giant crystal that faces his armor. This game is real generous about stats. If you're earned by everyone, bosses give a lot of them. Yeah.
How am I supposed to just forget
Oh,
about all
thought it was a preemptive strike. Oh well.
Thanks. Turn the tide.
Alert, no worries. Appreciate it.
Let's wrap this up.
Thank you.
Now. Turn the tide. Let's wrap this up. Thanks.
If you ever happen to get stuck, there's a spot that no one posted. You can grind so easily. Audience mind this 5-10 minutes max, you know this max crystal tree and all their rules, but I'll be shared this for us. Snow I spent hours testing the best ones whenever you get most expensive. Yeah, I know you did spend a significant time in this one, crew. I saw. No worries though. I'm not too concerned about that. It's a Final Fantasy game. It's not, you know, it's not one of those games that you get like, oh no, it's stuck, it's so impossible, you know. It'll be fine.
You're going down.
You're wasting time grinding? No worries. I mean, you did say it won't be grinding, so I'm not gonna be grinding. Or you can go through it without grinding. Or doesn't this time. It's fine.
You're going down!
Says curse.
So what do we do now? We're Lassie, taking time bombs, enemies of Cocoon. If we can't follow the plan, do we just lay down and die?
I didn't mean we should give up.
Then what battles do we fight? And against who? Tell me that!
I don't know yet.
You don't know yet!
That's right. I don't know yet. But I do know we can't lose hope.
Hope? There is no hope. Not for Lassie.
There's you.
It's my name. Not who I am.
I was just like you. My parents died. I had to be strong for Sarah, so I thought I needed to forget my past. And I became Lightning. I thought that by changing my name, I could change who I was. I was just a kid. Lightning. It flashes bright, then fades away. It can't protect. It only destroys. Sarah tried to tell me, but I wouldn't listen.
As far as reasons go, that's a fine reason. That's okay. It's okay.
There you are. If you really are a Lassie, it's my job to deal with you.
Typical.
I threatened her.
Come on, Slowpoke.
Sorry. Got held up.
Where have you been?
I'm really late, huh?
The only one who believed her was Snow.
Don't say it! Don't say his name. It brings everything back. I keep playing it in my head. What happened to her? And then I see his stupid face and he's smiling. How can he smile when she's dead? I know! There's nothing I can do about it. I hate knowing that. No matter what happens, she's not coming back. When I was fighting, there was no time to think about it. It felt good just to give in. But now you start talking about hope. I'm sorry, I messed up.
It's my fault.
You have to grind, split away, avoid it, and only doing minimal side quests is enough to get yourself to fast travel points. Wait, you need to grind to get fast travel points?
Report! Soldiers have appeared from the mist.
Hey, how do I say this? Kaylee? Appreciate the raid. Oh, Dro! Is this someone you know then? Did you guide the raid? Hey. Kaylee? It's good to see you. Well, let me give you a shout out. Man, I keep messing up the spelling there. Wait. Oh, sorry. Kaylee. Kylie Lee? Kylie Lee. Is it that way? I thought it was an I in between. I'm blind. Hey, appreciate the rate. Kylie. Is it Kylie or Kaylee? Kylie? Sorry. I should probably slow it down. Kaylee is the first thing I said. Second thing would be Kylie. Which one is it? Appreciate the rate. We're playing some Nier Automata. You know what? That is up there among games I need to play. Because I started it and didn't get to finish. Someone I watch a lot started playing it again as well. And I kind of want to get into it. Yeah, how was the stream? And I'm assuming Dro was the one who kind of, yeah, he said yeah. Alright. Thanks. Appreciate it. Thanks for thinking of me. Near the end of the game. Ooh. I can't get spoiled if I jump into that one then. Yeah, it's good to hear there was you had a good time.
Talk to your dad.
What? Why?
Are you a
Fighting without hope is no way to live.
Final Fantasy fan as well? Well, since Nier is
It's just a way to die.
Square Enix game.
I want you to find the hope you were named for.
Never played
Staying
Final
alive,
Fantasy before.
I can help you with, but I can't give you hope.
Well, there's a lot of
If you go to see your father,
good jump on
You
points.
think meeting my dad will make anything better?
Visual
He's
Source
never
crisp
listened to a
though?
word I've
Yeah.
said.
Well, this one in
He's
particular.
just- he'll never believe all this Lassie stuff.
But then, you know, Final Fantasy games has been like always, or Square Enix has been like ahead of the curve way back when. This is a 2009 game.
Snow believed Sarah, didn't he?
yeah.
Yeah. Raiders coming in. We so now channel name suggests we wander through a variety of games. Today we're doing a Fallout Final Fantasy Friday, as the title says. We just finished the Fallout stream, so we're doing the Final Fantasy one.
Convened emergency conference, the Sanctum announced that the fugitive Lassie have been located. The military plans to apprehend the Lassie and carry out a public execution. These images coming to you live from the scene in Palampolo.
Sundays we do series Sundays with different franchises as well. The rest of the days are different games, variety of games. Yeah.
These are Lassie. Show no mercy. They aren't people. They're targets.
Start running.
What?
I'll keep him busy.
But
You survive.
This stream elements has been acting up today. It's late in the announcements.
That's some crowd. Gonna need a plan.
Since when have heroes ever needed plans?
Fang.
Huh?
FF games are too long. Is it near? A bit long as well. But yeah, I get what you mean. Final Fantasy games are long, so it's something to watch out for.
Take us out!
You know, the soldiers can't land a shot. Yeah. If you're near for a... Oh, okay, I get... Okay, that's what you mean. True. You've been near for a while. That's literally showed it.
Lightning!
And that's how it goes for the bad guys, right? Everyone's got stormtrooper syndrome.
Whoa.
Take care of him.
Lightning, listen to me.
Get moving.
No, you don't understand.
Yeah,
Sarah's
stormtrooper
all right.
syndrome.
She'll turn back.
Wait, did you say
Take care
stormtrooper
of
syndrome the
Wait.
same time I said it?
And then there were 3.
That's a big coincidence.
They're here! Hold it!
Gotta go. So how you been?
One's down!
Take cover. I got this one.
Why is the camera all over the place?
Ice him over. Cool him off. Way to go.
I can still summon again. Yeah, Final Fantasy games, if it's a bit too long for a player, then yeah, that's understandable. It does take a lot of time investment. Okay, we should probably...
Try that on me.
Why provoke? No. No. Using physical... Oh. I only need that once, right? It's been a while. I haven't even... This is like... That's third time control snow. Nice one. Okay. I'm just gonna summon again.
Shiva! Show him how it's done! I can take it. How about this? We do this together!
Oh. Okay. That looks very dirty, but okay.
That's it! Feel the cold?
What's up?
Where have you been?
I got taken in.
Wait, what?
Not by enemies. It was the cavalry, not SciComm. Leader's name is Rains. He said he'd lend us l'Cie a hand. So now, your hero is back.
Why would the army help us? That doesn't make sense.
The military's got all kinds. Not all of them like the Sanctum. Don't worry. I'll handle the bad guys. Come on.
Those acts as a sentinel role. Sentinel is a defense specialist, patrolling enemy attacks, mitigating damage via defensive abilities. You're able to protect the other members of the battle team. Sentinel's abilities are essential when it comes to protecting battle team members with low HP like Hope. Draw enemy aggression away from allies. Provoke ability while defending this with Steel Guard to minimize damage. To minimize damage to weaker part weapons. Sentinels cannot use attack command, but they can still damage enemies. Select the Vendetta ability. The Sentinel will counter attack enemies when attack. Sentinels are at their best against numerous opponents. They can use their offensive abilities to shield allies while dealing damage via counterattacks to become less effective when only a few enemies remain. That way it's best to turn sentinels into commandos for to finish off remaining enemies from them. Okay.
Ice tracks. Is that some kind of l'Cie power?
Just an answer. Okay, nothing here. What was I gonna do? Upgrade. Wow, 14k. Yep. I haven't done a lot with snow. Oh, wait. Yeah, snow. Reduce damage nearby allies when you are the target of an area attack. Evade enemy attacks. What's this? Accessory. And that blow. Oh, nice. Slay target low HP. Deal ice damage. Physical attack for ice damage. Okay. How about hope? Right. But I'm not used to their paradigms just yet. Hey, juicy. Welcome in. Sentinel medic. Commando. Commando and Ravager. Ravager medic. Spamming again. I have not seen you in a long while. Come in, welcome back. Last time was like I was finishing off Final Fantasy X, I think. I was doing the penance fight. How's the game? It's going. I'm just trying to go through the story. Yeah, you followed during the Final Fantasy X one. That was last year. Well, we're at 13 now. Like I promised then, we're gonna be playing through the Final Fantasy games. Yeah. You were there when I finished it, I think. Or maybe not. But yeah, I did 100% 10 last year. I also 100% 12 last year. So that's why we're at 13 now. So we're way far off from the trails of 10 now. Like half a year away now, I think. Watching December, it's not really a year. It's not really a year, like a couple months from. I see. Watching December. Oh, I was playing 12 then. Liking 13. I mean, I played 13 and 13-2 when they released the PlayStation 3 days. I was just okay with them. Now I'm just trying to like sort of like see them with fresh eyes, if you will. Take them as a trilogy. It's been okay so far. Nothing of note, but nothing to be mad about as well, if that makes sense. Actually, let's just see how it goes first, because I don't remember anything, so that doesn't help. But actually, it helps sort of. So it's like literally a fresh playthrough from. This is very long. That's more than 10 years ago, right? So. I do not. We'll see. I'll take them all in as a trilogy. We'll see how the verdict is by then.
Hope, follow my lead.
Thanks, partner.
No.
Anytime.
I don't think this is necessary, to be honest.
It's all about teamwork.
It is because the AI killed Hope so much. Even the Sandal, they kept going to Hope and then staying, so just let Hope kill them. It does seem like that. Bazooka? I think he's gonna kill. No. Hope's fine. Right?
How about this?
You'll see. Sentinel's necessary? Yeah. I mean, every role has its use.
No problem.
Shooting RPG at kid is child abuse. Shooting at anything is just generally a bad thing. Okay. Was that?
Why'd I have to get stuck with him?
Oh, okay. Why did that have to be a cutscene? Well, let's go to Sentinel.
It's all about teamwork. Thanks, partner.
Okay. I think. Alright, I know what I want. It's a parademics.
How about this? How about this?
I do not have a Sentinel Ravager. That's what I want.
Later. Just too easy.
Oh wait. Wait. Wait.
Hello there.
Hey, welcome back. How do I address you now, since you changed your name? Or is it just Cloaker? Or do you regularly change your name? Random. Let's go with this for now.
Time to switch, kiddo. Point for me.
Why did he not do the thing? I was just waiting for that guy. That's bad.
It's all about teamwork.
Camera, please.
How about this? Oh, follow my lead. How about this? Later. Great stuff, Hope.
I just remembered I have new equipment just now.
That's what I'm talking about.
-2. Yeah, I'll take it. Critical fail. What's fail? What else? We're good. We avoid you guys.
We fight and we survive.
Come on, be faster. Nope.
Thanks, Hope. It's all about teamwork. How about this? Great stuff, Hope. How about this?
No. Oh, then you got staggered. Half. Oh, not this one.
Follow my lead.
Thanks, partner.
Time to switch, kiddo. How about this? How about this? How about this?
Yes. Could have been nicer. I'll take the 4-star. Oops.
What am I doing?
Preemptive?
Bring it on! How about this? How about this?
This is just a part of Operation Nora. Just waiting for the right moment.
Just a dead end. Ah, it is.
Thanks, partner.
Well, come on! Thanks, Hope.
I can take it.
It's all about teamwork. How about this?
Ow. Just one more hit.
How about this? How about this? Oh, follow my lead. How about this? Just too easy.
Did that take too long? Good. Power again? Guards. Good. Where's Thundera? Medic. Aw, man. Could have given me that cure already. Sentinel. Ravager. Okay.
We fight and we survive.
I can take it.
Thanks, Hope. How about this?
No. Wait, can you change it? Oh, I can change targets.
You see that? It's all about teamwork. Later. You see that?
Missed. This is better.
How about this? How about this? How about this?
Insulated cabling. Oh, we could get that. There. Here, huh? This one.
I think we're almost there.
Almost where?
You've changed, haven't you? Seems like you've toughened up.
I'm a Lassie. I had to.
Yeah, the only ones that ought to be fighting the army are us dumb grown-ups.
You think it's stupid to fight?
It is if you get killed. Anyway, just lay low. Let the dummies duke it out. The army's no match for Nora, right?
He was smiling.
Just do it already.
It's me. What's up?
You damn well know what's up! Why haven't you called in?
Sorry, slipped my mind.
Ugh, right. What's your status?
Great, great. Hope's great too. Are you all right?
I'm great, you're great, everybody's great. Reunion time.
What?
Figure out a rendezvous point. Don't sweat it. That line's hyper-encrypted.
Hey, sis. Is that you?
I'm not your sister.
This city's under our jurisdiction. We're the ones defending it. We should have a say in what's done to protect it.
Attention all units. Ignore all fire zone restrictions. Fire at will.
What?
Whatever it takes to kill the Lassie. Over.
Whatever it takes! You want to start a war in the streets? Civilians are still evacuating. The collateral we're talking about is unacceptable. You don't know what it's like out there!
You don't understand why we're here. Who do you think it is? Terrified of Pulse and begging us to kill the Lassie. It's not the Sanctum. It's not us. It's the people.
We'll meet at Hope's place. Felix Heights, 35A.
Right. See you there. Tell Fang hey.
Hmm? Take care of Hope.
All over it. And I'll tell you more about Sarah when we meet up. I found out she can turn back. There's still hope.
Snow, listen to me. It's about Hope. His mother was...
It's me.
Oh, come on.
Hope! Answer me! Hope!
Yelling doesn't fix it. It's called interference. You can chit-chat when we get there. I've got point. You fall in behind. And see if you can't cool off that head of yours.
Freeze fan.
This will be a joint operation conducted in unison with members of the Guardian Corps. SciComm will retain command authority for the duration.
What?
Our objective is the evacuation of civilians.
2 8s. Abilities you have. Slow. Synthetic. No, actually, that's not necessary.
Security Division will assist. Issue citywide evac orders and escort residents to their designated shelters.
Here? To the sea?
We're about to have a lot of...
Let's make this quick. Change of plans.
Oop. That's a big boy.
Who's in charge here?
Effective. Oh wait, why is it meant to? Oh.
Don't get predictable. Follow my lead.
Change that.
Let's make this quick.
Eat this! Who are you?
Where do I start? I've got a few screws loose. But I'm a Lassie, same as you. Difference being, I wasn't born on Cocoon. I'm from Grand Pulse, the world below you all hate so much. My partner and I turned to crystal there and gone to sleep. But when we came around, here we were. The reason Cocoon's in such an uproar is the same reason you're here now. Vanille and I woke up.
Evacuation protocol. You will be moved to a secure location.
The Sanctum follows Fal'Cie orders. It's not just after Lassie. They'll target civilians and purge everyone who's a threat.
More innocents get killed.
You can't take the blame for that.
Someone has to.
We can still save them. We let loose and bring the army to us.
Draw their fire?
I'm supposed to protect you. I can't let this happen. It's a tough call, that's for sure. Only one choice, I guess. I try to save everyone. So, Hope, are you with me on this? You just need to look out for yourself. There goes nothing.
Do you have any? We'll do it later. Captive. Oh no, I thought it was.
You see that? How about this? No problem.
Star, nice.
Thank you in advance for your cooperation and swift compliance.
Right, something there.
How about this? Later. No problem.
That was fast. Oh, it was a preemptive strike.
Wrapped up and ready. How about this?
There you go, there. I forgot to go back. No worries. You do what you have to do.
I can sneak out.
It's
I can sneak out. All these people want to kill us, don't they? We've got enough problems without you causing more.
there's more than enough time to eat. How was the meal? Hopefully it was good. Just looking for this. Scent of chips. Probably know this seems our money. Yeah. I mean, have they been? Oh, the chips that I carry, maybe. Yeah, I haven't sold them or anything. Nope. I'm not gonna skip that fight.
Wrapped up and ready. How about this? Just too easy.
Where the chip?
I repeat.
Oh, maybe I'll sell them now.
A state of emergency has been declared. Sanctum military operations will be commencing within this area momentarily. For your own safety, a mandatory citywide event.
Credit chip. What's the other one? I didn't upgrade anything since you left. What's the other thing again? That you said had high value? Yeah, incentive. Do I have that? Oh, this one. I haven't sold anything since I don't have a since I don't have anything to sell. Yeah, decent amount. Yeah, I mean 8K. Considering they're like easy enemies. Oh.
Please alert the nearest uniformed soldier. Thank you in advance for your cooperation and swift.
can also upgrade this so they could punch through the world. Is it just the same requirements? 30 bone turbojet.
No problem.
For the long run, his stats will be outmatched by others. Should I... Is it the same one? Same requirements. Unless it's... Yeah, it's the default. Yeah, I still have the default. I guess I could sell the other weapon. This one. Twenty-three, 13, 8, 8. I'll sell this stuff. Still need 2K though. Saving money for others. Hey, Hypno. Good to see you. Whirlwind Staff is... Who's... Until chapter 11. Oh, that's a lot of chapters. Good, yeah. Could go for that then. I need 2K more though. Or I probably need more, right? Because I ran out of money earlier. Where was it again? No, it's not this one. Your comforts. 30 bone. 6. Oh, so 30 bone is cheap. It's the turbojet that's expensive. Doesn't have blitz until that. So, I mean, strength is strength, right? Even if it doesn't have a group attack. Let me consider it for a bit. I'll take what I can get right now. I need 6. Let me consider it for a bit. Actually, the chapter 11 is still a bit far for just chapter 7. For anyone to use it. Anyone could save it on accessories for other people. Like, save the materials. Is it gonna be the same materials? Not the same amount. Okay, well. Not like we're struggling, so it should be fine. Material is still the same, right? Gotcha. Ooh, that guy have shell? Struggle for now to have fun later. Well, I mean, why not just have fun now? And have fun till later.
How about this?
Have fun for everything.
not good.
Yeah, Fang just showed up, or first time use before this segment. It was pretty quick though, like 5 minutes maybe. 5-10 minutes.
I am a Pulse Lassie! I'm here to kill you all!
What are you doing?
Clearing the air.
They'll open fire on a crowd.
Doesn't matter who dies. Just wipe them all out.
Are we fighting now?
So many of them. Are they really?
Okay, let's buff them. Buff up, buff up. That's best commander for long run, but pure strength is just ridiculous. She's still willing to be able to reach over 4 pure strength. Max level upgrades.
Thanks, partner.
Duly noted. I think it's good enough, right? We're not using elements, so.
Hope, follow my lead.
Now you're using elements.
How about this? Time to switch, kiddo.
Nice. Bang.
It's all about teamwork.
ATB is only 3 bar until chapter 11. Swear Snow is the best for now. He has 4.
Thanks, Hope.
Doesn't Lightning have 4 as well?
How about this?
Still strength's a little bit higher, so hits harder.
Gotcha.
That missiles come from.
Time to switch, kiddo.
Go, full on attack. Good enough.
Thanks, Hope.
Wait, it's only one of you? Oh, okay. I thought we faced 3 of them.
Thanks, partner.
Overcomer is able to defeat the hero. I don't know what that means. Or is it because they're branded as the bad guys, supposedly? I'll take on one. How about one of each? Oh, no, there's gonna be two of them.
Anytime. Thanks, partner.
Come on, there's one more. There we go.
Get anywhere near the Lassie, and we're as good as.
Hey. You okay?
Oh.
Leave her alone!
See, scum!
Rude.
Call the army!
Don't you touch her!
Protect Cocoon!
Stop carrying a little girl. I'll try, Raven. I'll try. No guarantees.
Okay, you're okay now.
This is our town. Get out of here.
Oh, great.
Leia's ready videos now done. Nice.
Better run with sea scum. No mercy. We can
Good
take
job.
it. Why'd you have to ruin it?
Excited to see it.
Careful now. I'm not afraid of you.
One special effect in it that I was laughing at myself the whole time screen. I'll be sure to remember and ask you what that is. And when it's public, go throw it back to the girl. I mean,
I'm sorry.
Time to go.
Stop them! Empty those clear! Fire!
You gotta stay ahead of them. We walk from here.
yeah, we'll try to finish this arc. They'll probably call it there.
Time's a wasting.
It's cheesy, but it works. Gonna let you know. Took up the eating a taco, but I played with the cropping. I added an oversive. It's a taco. Very on brand for him, though. So the sunset now. Well, they've been around for like a long while. The city or whatever. Yeah, it's a city, right? Palm. Slept real long.
Felix Heights is that way, right?
So they really him burning his little face. Never been proud of myself.
Still pretty far.
Pretty on brand.
A great place for family living. So they say. Looks like it actually might be, huh?
Yeah, well, the Sea don't have family.
Hey, listen to me, kid. I'm an orphan. I barely got to know my family. But someday, I'm gonna have my own. Once I save Sarah and protect Cocoon.
How exactly?
It's a good question. I want to do what's right, but everyone hates l'Cie. Kinda hard to help someone that's trying to kill you. It'll be tough. But everything will work out in the end. As long as we stay together and hold on to hope.
We don't have any. l'Cie's only hope is a quick death.
But your hope.
Hold on to hope. Yeah, right.
Hey, wait up!
Oh, I guess I could have run, but we're not gonna run. You know, there's a sea falsy, but they have other lists. Juicy. I don't know. I don't know if it is it even a religion in the game. Isn't it like just a kind of like entity rather than religion? It's just a product of the entities. Yeah, I know you were making a pun.
How about this?
I think he's Caesar. Yeah. No, Raven here just like to make a lot of jokes, Kara. Don't take everything he says seriously. Actually, don't take everything he says seriously. Anything he says.
How about this? You see that? Time to switch, kiddo.
No middle ground. Can be both. Both in moderation. Depends. Bossy was he just a god there. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, they're like just entities in general. Much like, you know, how Final Fantasy is usually. Nice. Thought that was like slower or something. Good. Gave us the 5 stars. Oh, wait. Yeah, I figured. What? Shaman Smart. Isn't that... Is this increases magic? Don't even use potions. Oh, there's this one. Oh, another one. Double. Sorry, I went over to me. Just can't think about. Overthink about the typo. Wait, which one? Let's get rid of the bike.
Thanks, partner.
Can't think about it. I won't be thinking about that typo. I didn't even notice which one is a typo. You're fine. You're good. Typos are fine. People make mistakes. We're good. Okay, we're good. This is lightning. Oh, I see now. Okay. I see what you're supposed to do.
Not yet.
Okay. It's more like contradictory one instead of mistyped word. I don't even know what you're referring to there. You're good. I didn't notice anything. Just
Time to switch, kiddo.
Really? Not. Oh, you're not overthinking like a.
How about this? Thanks, Hope. It's all about teamwork.
Oh shit. I'm sorry, Hope. Survive, yeah. Hey, JT sick. JT sick. Welcome in.
How about this?
Hope being hopeless. Pretty much. That's my bad though.
Just too easy.
I wasn't paying attention. 4 stars, I'll take it. Okay, going down again. Really? I'll take this bike on. Or you're just gonna stay there? Okay, no, we're going there. Just too easy. Just too easy dying. Okay, you're not gonna go down. Then I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna go.
Come and get it.
Just his AI a little wonky. Really gets the highest magic set of the party. Oh yeah, Hope. Yeah, Hope. I've heard that. Just his AI a little wonky.
It's all about teamwork.
Hope Do has the lowest HP. Yeah, it was mentioned there before you get to use the Sentinel.
Hope, follow my lead.
Come on, heal yourself. Be quick about it.
How about that?
First, to have the game before let you see the Gambit's preset commands for your agents.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, you mean 12? Yeah, I love the Gambit system of 12. Would have been nice. Would have been nice, but I guess, you know, they kind of just had to shake it up a bit, I guess. But yeah, it would have been cool to have it again. But I guess they also kind of like maybe they tried to simplify it, but then went a different route. I don't know. But yeah, I do love the Gambit system. And since you're new here, JT Sick, you do go through the Final Fantasy games. The last Final Fantasy game we did was 12 as well. We 100%ed that in December. Did the trials last. What's the problem here?
Time to switch, kiddo.
Nope, not only provoke. Maybe I think it's too late. Oh wow, I survived that. Because this is a. Because of this is a different game. I guess. Because this is a different game. Especially the value can switch leader with that. So let's say part of the playing 12. Yeah. I mean any, like comparing it to any, like I prefer to have control over all power team members. It's fine. I could get behind simplifying it as well. But then in 15, right, originally they did the same thing with just leader, and then eventually they added in control all members. But yeah, I don't mind not having to control everything else as well. I have less to think about, I suppose. It's getting long enough that I don't care about it. Hope you do that too. Yeah. Well, that's unless you're talking to J2. I don't mind it either way. People seem to come in chat thinking that I hate the game or something. I don't. I'm fine with it. That's why we're playing it.
How about this?
You're enjoying the games 13? Like in general, other Final Fantasy game or any other game? If it's any other game, man, that is a bold statement. ATV seems system feels clean though. It feels like it. These guys are such a 13 nerd.
We are sure that this is the right way.
I mean, you could be very knowledgeable about a game, but not be as, you know, you can still fairly criticize it. I think a lot of people seem to think that other people not liking as much as them is a bad thing.
Time to switch, kiddo.
Like, I'm very knowledgeable about 12, but it's not far from like favorite. And it has its fair criticisms. What am I supposed to do? What am I gonna go for first? Small guy. But then the Gatling gun though.
It's all about teamwork.
I think I'm gonna die here. Yep.
Oh, follow my lead. It's all about teamwork. Thanks, Hope.
Maybe heal me?
How about this?
The cloak over managers spread off especially now. Never enjoyed 13. Their joy starting over again. I've never enjoyed starting over. Oh, okay. Triple in a row? Triple in a row what? Sorry. Oh, I chose the wrong. Oh, okay. That's good enough. Oh no, not that bad. Going up to said the head about the narrative and all that, but I've been hit 40 hours to reach the best part is a little excruciating. Yeah. People, well, I mean, you know, I guess it depends on who is playing. If it's a time factor.
Oh, follow my lead.
I don't even understand what you're talking about. Wait, sorry. What? What are we talking about? Not fully. No, that's no worries. We're a multicultural community here.
It's all about teamwork.
I'm not a native English speaker myself, so you don't have to apologize for me. It's fine.
How about this? How about this? How about this? Thanks, partner. Oh, follow my lead. It's all about teamwork.
Do it. Do it. Alright, there you go. Very kind of JT to explain. But I know about what you're talking about, JT. Not the particular like event, but that general sentiment you said. I don't mind. But then yeah, you got people who don't really have the time to do so. And FF games are just generally a huge time investment in general. Guess it's also important you know what your to level your expectations before playing any game. Yeah, I think that's what yeah. That's like a general sentiment people have on the internet. So yeah, I've definitely heard it. But I'm just here to wander through games, everything in the title. I'm good.
Time to switch, kiddo. Well, come on. It's all about teamwork.
Games could be blinded, so just so like the game is so spectacular. I mean, it is a spectacular game when it comes to like when you look at its presentation, right? It does not slack on that regard.
Thanks, partner.
But I think people generally have issues with plot, story, general narrative.
Thanks, Hope.
I think mostly that versus like the linearity, but like linear games are not a bad thing. But I guess it's hard to really not compare a game like this when you got a franchise that has had so many games in its franchise. So it was inevitable to have the comparisons, but linearity by itself is not a bad thing. You've got so many linear games that's so great. Most story-rich games are like linear by nature.
You see that?
But things like you mentioned, JT, like the things like the Gambit system, which was, I think, to me, and I think to you as well, was a great system. Things like those that I think people were like more criticizing more of, rather than it looking great or all that kind of stuff. Because like even today, 2009 game, it looks pretty good. I don't think the question was ever in the presentation of it. Yes, it's good. It's good. Looks good. Yeah, FF10 is like exactly. That's why I'm not like FF10 is one of my favorite games. Not just Final Fantasy, just in general. And I don't see anything wrong with the linearity of it. It's just not as painfully obvious as a 13. Yeah, I don't. But then, yeah. Again, it's contextual. if 13 was not a Final Fantasy title and it's just a game, I don't think people would be complaining about it as much. But it is worthy of being criticized for, you know, its general narrative, I suppose. Also full access to your party here. But like I said, you know, it's dependent on, like, to me, I could see both ways. Like, you don't have to think about much besides the character you're using. Or having full access. Either way works for me. Come on, hope. And you heal faster.
Thanks, partner.
Constantly worried it's gonna start doing the thing.
Hope, follow my lead. How about this?
Just think about every game past then. Oop.
Time to switch, kiddo.
Oh no! Oh man.
Not yet.
Oh, we are way over time. Okay. Let's try to wrap this up quick.
It's all about teamwork. Thanks, partner. Well, come on. I can take it. Thanks, Hope.
Can I do the Gatling gun? Yeah, it is. I'm just waiting for it.
Thanks, partner. Thanks, Hope. How about this?
So it's force character though, with directing, putting spotlight there. Just managed it, must be annoying to others, but not having access to it. Character. Full chap, yeah. In any case, you know. Definitely has its problems. Anything, like Bros says, anything past 10 when it comes to narrative decisions. So, 12 had, to me, in my opinion, a shit story. Also bad character arcs, bad character development. But it had a lot of content, so I couldn't hate on 12 because it had a lot of good content.
You see that?
Oh no! So much for that.
We can handle this. Why me?
Last Remnant? Last Remnant.
How about this?
Why does that sound familiar? Last Remnant. game wasn't a fantasy, won't get special criticism. Yeah. Who cares about it because it's not Final Fantasy? I mean, you got a lot of non-Final Fantasy that still succeeds, so I don't know if that's a fair assessment. It's just that some games just really don't fare well.
It's all about teamwork. How about this?
Could be very well have been.
Thanks, partner.
Yeah, there are, I think, a lot of underrated Square Enix games for sure.
Thanks, Hope. Time to switch, kiddo.
47 damage. How about if you do this?
How about this?
It's a lot worse.
It's all about teamwork.
Oh no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Too late.
It's me you want.
Too late.
Hope, follow my lead.
Gameplay 12 10 to your top in that order right there. Story side, just mechanically speaking. Yeah, I like 12 and 12. 12 and 10 a lot. It's released 2004 of 13. But yeah, it looks a lot like this game. Yes, general UI placement is the same. It's Remnant. It does sound familiar. Maybe if I Google it, I'll probably. I haven't played it though. I think I probably saw someone stream it.
I wanted to ask you something.
What's that?
You say you want a family. What if they were taken from you?
Well then, I'd take them back.
And what if you couldn't?
Such a stupid answer.
What if you knew who was to blame?
Well then, there'd be trouble. Hey, are you okay? Did you get hit in the head or something? I guess we'll have to talk about this later.
Don't just stand there.
Hope, wait!
It's the point. Once it's not every game's going to be. I mean, that's essentially every.
Thanks, Hope.
Not just games scores. Brand familiarity. That's just business. Can't really blame it on that in particular, you know. Someone will pay for something that's an established brand. Come on, Hope. There we go.
It's all about teamwork.
Gotta go? No worries. Appreciate the stop by, of course. Almost time for pain. Oh, you're gonna start Cemetery Noctis? Nice. Good luck. Many, many more in store for you. Dragon, yeah. Isn't that the one that... I haven't played it, but yeah. What about it? Yeah, Karagoras needs the good luck. He's playing a very difficult Metroidvania. Ride a dragon.
Thanks, partner.
Just something that crossed my mind. Ow. Looks like a robotic Charizard. Weakness, lightning. Wait, is it gonna do it?
Anytime.
To show your age. No, what JT is saying, Kara, is that based on what Dave said, it's quite suggestive of what their age is.
Time to switch, kiddo. How about this?
Like without them telling you what their age is. I'm a little old bring up for getting a PlayStation. I think you're fine. We were talking about. I played 12 and 10 originally from the PlayStation 2 as well, so you're good. You're within the right age group, I think. Played both games on release. Actually, come to think of it, 10, 12, 13 I played on, the release year.
It's all about teamwork.
Or were you not doing something? Okay.
Thanks, Hope.
I was gonna do something big.
Hope, follow my lead. Thanks, partner.
Oh no.
Anytime.
Come on. Come on, Hope. Come on, Hope. Kara just explains fine. Big skinny robot's about to die.
Thanks, Hope. How about this?
I guess I could use summon, but usually don't.
How about this?
Oh no.
How about this?
Let's get out.
Yeah, that was bad.
Oh, yeah!
If you need to take a break, why don't we do it over there? Here.
I'm not thirsty.
Okay. Well, don't want to waste it.
Mommy? Mommy?
Mommy.
I can't. Snow? What do you plan to do? I need to know.
I told you. Save Sarah, protect Cocoon, and have myself a big, happy family. Still, it's a long road ahead. Or maybe not so long. Whatever happens, things will work themselves out. Even if you're l'Cie, you gotta keep fighting. Huh.
And what if that gets people around you involved?
What?
What happens when your actions end up ruining someone's life? What if someone dies? What then, Snow?
Emotional damage.
How do you pay for what you've done?
I can't! Right? There is nothing that can make something like that right again. When someone's dead, when someone's gone, words are useless.
So that's it? People die and you just run away?
I know! It's all my fault.
That escalated quickly.
Don't know how to fix it. Where do you start? What do you say? All I can do is go forward. Keep fighting and surviving until I find the answers I need.
There are no answers! You're running from what you deserve!
Well, why don't you tell me what I deserve?
The same fate! Nora Estime. She was my mother. And she died because of you!
You? You're the one she meant!
Mufasa moment.
Hold!
Mob injustice.
When we came out of crystal stasis, we didn't remember our focus or what we'd done. All we could do was wander Cocoon, looking for what we'd lost.
Let's give up. Forget our focus. We don't need it.
We don't need it? Look, if we don't figure it out and pull it off, you're gonna be a Sith!
It's just making a kid that young, l'Cie. It's not right.
Yeah, it's unfair. But guess what? We grin and bear it like good l'Cie, or the fal'Cie starts making more. Like that girl the other day. It doesn't matter what our focus is. We do it, whether we like it or not.
But...
Say we call it quits. You think these people will let us go? They'll lynch us in the street. Listen, Vanille. We do what we gotta do, and get ourselves off this filthy world as fast as we can.
Fine.
You get out of here first. I'll buy you some time. Now, don't you worry. I'll come and find you, no matter where you go.
Wait! Fang! Fang! Please! Don't leave me!
You're not gonna end up a sea. You boys coming or not? Your fight's right here! By the time I took care of them all, Vanille was long gone. After that, Rains and his cavalry found me. I never stopped searching for Vanille, but I couldn't find her. Her or I focus.
So, you're telling me Sarah will come back to life someday too?
Yep. We didn't do our job right. That's why it made her a lessee. We messed up. Sorry.
Sorry, so casual. Oh, okay.
That it?
You sure better hope so. But whether we're square, that's up to Sarah.
You sound exactly like Snow. And he didn't hit me.
Wait.
On this
he
game?
already knows this? Wow.
I don't have mods on this game right now. No.
That's a load off. Glad I apologized.
You apologized so you'd feel better?
Guess so. How about you? Feel any better now that you hit me?
It didn't change anything.
Aha. Tell that to my jaw.
Felix Heights is up there. Still a ways before we get to Hope's place.
Better pick it up.
Maybe.
We'll head through that gate.
Right.
Maybe it's cause on phone it looks clearer. Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if whether the console version has a difference with the PC version. But this is on Steam. But I'm assuming it's just the same port, or it's just a port. Yeah, like I said earlier, it's the problem I think that people have with this game is not its presentation, graphically, music, and all that kind of stuff. It's hardly ever that with a Final Fantasy game, come to think of it. But anyway, I will call it there though. I am actually very beyond my time for this. Usually we allot like 2 hours for Fallout, 2 hours for Final Fantasy. I did use some mods for 12 though, just for the eyes, because their eyes were kind of weird, just aesthetic mods. But actually no, just the eyes actually. It's an eye mod. That's it. It's a little game square fingers, if you notice. Hey, appreciate the follow, JT. If we're gonna pick up this game again next Friday, we do Fallout. Well, my Friday, it's Friday for me right now. Might be Thursday for some people. But do Fallout Final Fantasy Fridays. Tomorrow we'll be finishing up a game that we started this month. And then Sundays we do series Sundays from franchises, games from franchises or that belong in a franchise. Although, you know, Fallout and Final Fantasy is a franchise, a different series of franchises, I suppose. Yeah, music is great for sure. Like I said, like they say, or a lot of people say, or what a lot of people say, there's not bad Final Fantasy music, just there are just better ones. But yeah. But yeah, that is it for me. Let's see if we could find someone to raid out to. Appreciate y'all hanging out. Let's see if someone's playing this game. Show them your love for the game as well, I suppose. And no one's playing it. X2? 13-2? Nope, no one's playing 13 at all. Yeah, you have a good night. You can read out. Let's see. Any suggestions? Oh, maybe Fallout 2. Someone playing Fallout 2 earlier. Oh, someone's doing a Fallout Fridays as well. Yeah, let's read it out here. Oh, I see someone who was on my stream earlier as well. Yeah, I'm done. Gonna raid out. There's no one playing this game, so I'm gonna raid out someone who's playing Fallout. Someone new. Got raid message. And got this one as well. Yeah. There's also a Discord if you care to know, when I go live and all that kind of stuff. And start our raid. Let's go meet new people. Alright. Completely new person, I know nothing. But they're, I think, yeah, also first playthrough for Fallout 2. Okay. I appreciate everyone still hanging out, and I will see y'all in the next one, which is tomorrow, same time.